Welcome to Module 1, Lesson 13, Visibility Review. This is the 8th and final step of the 8-part Google Ads audit checklist. Let's open up our audit checklist and jump back into it. All right, so we're in the final section here, which is around visibility. In the last section, we talked about how to use Excel to export and put things into a pivot table. So for all of these different dimensions around the spread of budget per performance by campaign theme or by region, you can use those custom columns to be able to put into a pivot table and understand it. Same is true for offer. You would just go to the ad level, and then in the ad level, you can create, you can group all the final URLs together to find that out. Match type, you can easily find by going to your keyword section and just doing an export of your keyword report. Device, you just go to the device section in Google Ads. You can export that. Weekdays, same thing, just go to Google Ads and you can go to a day report and you can export that as well. So that's how you do all the heavy lifting on the budget and performance analysis. For visibility, this is where we're going to talk more so about impression share and quality score. So what is the search impression share by our different campaign themes? So non-brand, brand, competitive, RLSA, content. So there's different ways you can do it. You can use Excel like I showed you, or you could just go into your account and you can filter by campaign name, assuming you have good campaign naming conventions. So for example, non-brand, and then I can just see my non-brand campaigns only. Let me actually adjust this. And now I can only see my non-brand campaigns. And if I have my impression share metrics enabled, which you should if you have the right column set up, I can come down here to the total for these enabled view. And I can see for non-brand, we have a 22% search impression share, 14% search loss to rank, 63% search loss to budget. So I can just make a note of that. So I can say, non-brand. Loss to rank is 14%. And then LTB is 63%. So what this means is for non-brand, we're getting 22% out of 100% visibility. So that means we're losing 80%. Of that, 14% of the time, we're losing because of the competitors, because we have a low ad rank. And then 63% of the time, our ads are not showing up because we just ran out of budget. So budget is a big deal for this account. So I'm going to definitely take a note of that. And I would just do the same exact thing for each theme. So competitive, RLSA, and I would figure out the spread of visibility for each campaign theme that is applicable to this client's account. The next thing is the search loss to rank. So you would just, exactly what we just did, search loss to rank, search loss to budget. You drop those values here. I just did it all in one go just to show you for the sake of time for this video. But you can drop them each here. And then what is your search top impression share by campaign theme? So this means how often are you in the top 3 spots? So you just have to make sure you have this column enabled. And then you can see it's 20% overall for non-brand. So for non-brand, we've got a 20% search top impression share, meaning only 20% of the time we're actually in the top 3 spots. So big opportunity here for them. Okay, now let's talk about quality score. I'm going to show you how to do a quality score analysis. I actually learned this from Brad Geddes years ago, the OG of Google Ads. And the way you do this is you go to the keyword section of your client's Google Ad account or your Google Ad account, and you want to make sure you have the right columns enabled. So we need to make sure we have quality score, ad relevance, expected click-through rate, and landing page experience enabled. And then you're going to download this and you're going to put it into a CSV and we're going to put it into a pivot table. So that number of quality score, whether you're 1 through a 10, what determines it is your ad relevance, your expected click-through rate, and your landing page experience. So we want to figure out which one is hurting us. So let's go ahead and format this report really fast. All right, and I'm going to put this into a pivot table. So we're going to drop our keywords as values, and we're going to put quality score as our row. And I'm going to zoom in here. So this is our quality score. And just go ahead and hide any blanks. These are keywords that don't have a quality score assigned to them yet. And we're going to put a percentage, and let's figure out what is the total that we're dealing with here. All right, so Ideally, 70% of our keywords have a 7 plus. In this case, none of our keywords are above 5. Means quality score is a huge opportunity for this client. So in this case, 45% of their keywords have a score of 3, 33% have a score of 2, 18% have a score of 1. So quality score is a big deal for this account. They're really suffering from a quality score perspective. So I'm going to take a note of this, and I'm going to come back here into our sheet. And in this case, we have 100% of keywords less than 7, and specifically 45% with 3. So just taking a note. So now what aspects of quality score do we need to improve? Is it our ad relevance? Is it our landing page experience? Our expected click-through rate? So the beautiful thing about what we do is we can understand through analyzing the data. So I'm going to go here now and analyze my landing page experience. And let's take a look and see. So let's update our formula. So we'll do E6. And okay, so 94% of our keywords, and this is landing page experience, just so you can follow along with me. So 94% of our keywords have a below average landing page experience. That's pretty bad. That means we've got to do some serious work on the landing pages. So I'm going to make a note of that. 90% below LP experience. And now we're going to do the same thing for the other variables within the quality score formula. Ad relevance. And let's see how we're doing here. Let's make sure our formula is correct. Okay, this is much better. 45% of our keywords have above average ad relevance. That's awesome. So I know if a client did a good job structuring their ad groups, again, based on their ad relevance. Because the ad groups, how many keywords you put in there, etc., it all comes down to ad relevance and then mapping it to a congruent landing page so you have that message match. So in this case, they can improve their ad relevance. Like we had a couple keywords that were not the best, but it's not the number one thing hurting them. So I'm going to take note, 45% above average. Ad relevance. And then last but not least is the expected click-through rate. So let's take a look. And I don't even need to do the formula here. It's 100% below average expected click-through rate. So let's go ahead and just make a note of that. And that's it. That's how you do a quality score analysis. So we know quality score is a massive opportunity for this client. Your action item for this lesson is to review your visibility and mark each completed step within the checklist template. I hope you received a ton of value so far. Please share AdConversion with your colleagues or leave us a testimonial. We appreciate your help spreading the word. See you in the next one.